Live? Good morning, and welcome to How to Improve Your ROI from National Flooring Equipment. My name is Dave Bigham, and joining us in the background is Nick Stefanski. You guys are welcome to chat up questions, and then he'll feed them to me because he can see them. And also, if you look at the bottom right of your screen, you can see the website. You can go to our website after the presentation's done, which is nationalflooringequipment.com. And there's also a phone number, the National Flooring Equipment phone number in Minneapolis that you can call. So, welcome. We're in Denver, Colorado, and I'd like to point out that the camera adds 50 pounds. That's what Nick tells me. So as we talk about how do you improve your ROI? This is super important, especially today where you guys need to get on jobs and get off jobs quickly and efficiently and make the most money that you can. So how can we accomplish this? How can National help you accomplish this? Especially talking about our walk behind series, what these machines can do for you is create an environment with less labor, less time, less cost. So I say these things, but what actually increases the production? What helps you? What adds to your bottom line? So when we talk about these machines and the features that actually get you there, you have adjustable handles and adjustable heights. You have removable weights for transport, for ease of transport. And on the job, because National Flooring Equipment's design of the equipment, the operators tend to stay behind it a lot longer because there's less hand and arm vibration. So they're going to stay behind it and stay at the job quicker and longer. They're going to get it done quicker. This means you're going to spend less and you're going to make more money. What are some of the other features? Lots of features you can't see, or you might not really understand how that impacts your job sites when you purchase a National Flooring Equipment walk behind. Things such as siped wheels for increased traction so you don't have so much wheel spinach. You have things like positionable weights. So on jobs where moisture remediation is a big deal, I can move my weights backwards and increase my traction on my wheels. On really tough removal jobs, I can slide those forward and increase my head pressure so I can get through the surface and remove those materials without skipping over the top of it. Skipping over the top of your material is one of the biggest issues that I hear complaints about in this industry until guys get their first National Flooring Equipment scraper. Yeah. So, National Flooring Equipment's machines actually work with an orbital cutting action. I tend to say it cuts in a figure 8. So you have one side of the blade cutting, then the other side of the blade cutting, and then the center cutting. That orbital action, compared to what you see in the market, the competitors' machines have a striking motion. That striking motion actually creates a ton of wear on their equipment and a lot of downtime. But it also isn't as effective because you have that entire blade hitting the entire part of the surface material you're trying to remove. So that orbital cutting action actually pushes through the flooring material you're trying to move much quicker, much quicker. That's a huge bonus. We touched a little bit about operator friendly. It's important to realize that the easier the machine is to run, the more comfortable, the longer your operators will actually stay behind it, whether it's you or somebody that works for you. With the positionable handles, the pitch that you can change, the height that you can change, all those things, and how quiet the machines are. We have some of the lowest decibel ratings in the industry, which means they're quiet. Did somebody have a question, Nick? Okay. And there's some basic things like 110 volt. Here in the US, 110 volts is a big, easy. It makes your equipment, you can plug it in on just about any job site because it's 110 volt. And on average, we pull about 13 amps. So I rarely ever hear or experience complaints about guys tripping breakers because of the design of the machine. Adjustable travel speed, that's really easy to reach from the operator's position or how much you're moving the handles. So if you do bounce over the material, you can turn it down a little bit You could also adjust your blades. We make blades that are up to 27 inches long, but sometimes that's not the most efficient. Sometimes a 6 or 8 inch blade actually works much, much better. So here's some examples of some of National's machines in the walk-behind line: the 550, the 5280, the 6280 Commander, and the 6280 HD Gladiator. We have tie-down points, we have positionable weights, removable weights for the smaller machines for transport on and off the job. Obviously with the positionable handles, removable pins so you can freewheel and easily get on and off the job. The larger machines for transport wheels, so it's easy to get from your vehicle onto the job site with very minimal effort, which means you can get started on the job faster. When you take into consideration how quiet they are, how fast and efficient, they're designed with an orbital cutting action, the weights, all of these things really help you move through the job faster, which increases your ROI. And I want to talk about probably one of the most important things that National offers, from the smallest walk behind to a rider. And that is, if you go online or if you happen to have a catalog, you can see the huge, huge blade options, shanks that National Flooring Equipment has. We're going to actually show you a few, just a few. If you guys if Nick's going to walk us over here, I have on the table laid out just a few examples. And what I encourage you to do is not say, wow, look at all of that, I don't know what to do with it. If you guys write down that phone number, you can reach out to any of the countless specialists that work at National that know what they're talking about when it comes to shanks and blades and self-scoring blades. They can give you direction to which blades you should purchase for each and individual job. So that doesn't mean you need all of these, but there's going to be times where you want to bid a job, but you're not sure if you have the right tooling. We can guarantee that you get the right tooling to fit on your walk behind or your rider that'll get you through the job the quickest. Any questions? No questions yet? You guys can chat up questions if you've got questions. So let's talk about some of the quick basics on the blades and how this is so effective in increasing your ROI. We have really big blades. We have .064 blades, which are thin. We have .094 blades, which are a little bit thicker, and they obviously come in different widths and lengths. We also have .185 and .250 really thick blades for taking up what's left over after you've used a shank on wood floor, or taking up thin set. And these blades actually you can flip over and use them like a bulldozer, or you can scrape at this angle. It continues on with so many different possibilities. We make razor blades that come in 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and we make special attachments for re-scraping of glue. These razor blades are inexpensive consumable, but they work fantastic for taking up glue. Anybody struggle with taking up glue? I bet there's a bunch of yeses out there. We also make 1-inch blades. These look like razor blades, but they are stiff and they're thicker than a razor blade. And these are absolutely amazing for taking up epoxy off of the surface with a walk-behind scraper. Actually, I was on a job site 3 weeks ago, and the guys were trying to grind it off with PCDs, and I brought a National machine with 1-inch blades and just ripped the epoxy right off the floor. Nobody could believe it. It was amazing. Self-scoring blades. How does this help increase your ROI? I can cut the carpet or the carpet squares into small manageable pieces by ditching it, which means I'm tic-tac-toeing the floor. And we have different lengths of wings, different heights of wings, and different, obviously, widths and lengths of these blades for every application, depending on how the carpet's stuck and the padding that's there. Anybody know what double stick carpet is? If I was a contractor and someone asked me to take up double stick carpet and bid it, I'd probably run away to Canada. But that's what these really high 4-inch blades are for, is for removing that double stick carpet, and it works really well. It's about the best way you can get a double stick carpet up. So you guys can see with self-scoring blades, there's all kinds of different self-scoring blades depending on what kind of material you're taking up. And then even for the walk-behinds and the riders both, we offer carbide shanks that start at 1 inch for the small walk-behinds, 2 inch with removable and replaceable tips, 4 inch, 6 inch. Straight shanks. And then I'm actually really happy to talk about this because a lot of people don't seem to be aware that National offers these. And these are wood floor shanks. They're specifically designed, once you've scored the wood, to slide underneath and lift up the wood flooring. That means I can get up wood floor just like ringing a bell. Firewood stacks up in front of you, just it's pretty amazing. And there's different lengths and widths for specific reason. Wood floor is either real wide or real narrow, and that's how you determine which shank you need, whether you need a short one or a long one, a long wide one or a long thin one. If you guys have questions about that, you're welcome to reach out to me 24/7, or you can reach out to the number that's on the screen. If you guys don't have my phone number, you can call the number on the screen, and you can ask them for my cell phone contact. I'm willing to answer phone calls day, night, weekends, holidays. If you guys are on the job and you have questions, that's what National's here for. We're talking about your return on investment through National, but we celebrate the service after the sale and even before the sale. So we're here to answer questions and be that support to help you guys increase your ROI through blades, machines, and getting you the right tool for the job. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we've gone over this morning on chat? No?
Not yet. We'll give it a minute.
We'll give it a minute. My parents told me growing up that just be yourself. They didn't say you could be an astronaut. They didn't say you could be the president. They didn't say you could be a doctor. They pretty much just told me over and over to be yourself. So I tried that in life for a long time, and that didn't get me very far. So I'm here for you guys doing this instead. My parents would be very proud. Any questions? Type them in. We can answer them. If not, we're going to drop off, and then you guys can reach out either through the website or through the National main line. And thank you for joining us today. It's a beautiful day in Colorado. Hopefully it's great where you guys are at. Hopefully everyone's staying safe and staying at home. It's just me and Nick here, the brains behind the operation and behind the camera and the computers. Thank you, Nick Stefanski.
I'm not seeing anything come through. So.
Okay, thanks for your attendance, and we will see you next week.